All right, man. Charleston White and Mob James got in the situation. I mean, I seen it when it was going on live, but I feel like I need to address it because everybody hitting me up. I guess I'm the guy who do positive videos about Charleston White. Folks in them only like doing beef videos about Charleston White. If you've been following this platform, many of y'all already know I rock with Mob James. I rock with Charleston White. You can rock with two dudes who got beef with each other and not be no snake type dudes. I rock with both. I didn't really like what I seen, but then again, I loved it because I feel like it's just two dudes sharpening their stories. Now, I'm going to break this down the right way. I'm going to take a sip right quick, and I want y'all to hit a like button, share this video, hit the notification bell as I'm taking a sip right quick. And make sure you comment when this video, when you're done watching it, or even before you watch it. Now, Mob James, you could tell he had something he wanted to say to Charleston White that was built up for a minute. And I just feel like, personally, street politics, you could tell all the guys was going at Mob James behind the scenes and like, yo, bro, how could you be doing shows, game-related radio? I think I messed it up, or gangs-related radio. Whatever it is, I apologize if I messed up the podcast name, but you could tell dudes was putting batteries in Mob James' back for a minute. And I'm going to say, personally, maybe James feel like that, but people been adding him up to do it because the way his energy was, like he waited for that because he gave Charleston White a chance to respond. He was like, because Charleston White basically was going in on gangs and say all gang members ain't worth shit. All gang members are some wild clowns out here. This is what he was saying. He said every single last one. So Mob James is sitting there. You can see his facial expression, gang, the whole time. I seen that months from now, too. Go watch their old videos together in the same room, and you'll see that expression. You know, when a nigga go like, when when you see that one wild dude who like getting, he basically like going wild at everybody. Like we had a family gathering or something, and he just snaps. And you feel like some of the things he's saying to you, but this was the expression you do the, like, hold up, cuz, like, you talking to me? Mob James gave Charleston White that type of look, like, hold on, cuz, you speaking to me. So instead of Mob James just being in his feelings, Mob James is not afraid of another dude like that. So Mob James let him know right then and there, like, so are you talking to even guys like me who have changed their life and all that? And Charleston White's like, if you ain't doing none of that, I don't even think Charleston White said that. I think he just said, Charleston White ain't afraid too. He said all gang members. And Charleston White, y'all can say he was being animated or not, but I ain't see him backed up. He stood on his grounds, and Mob James stood his grounds. Now, what Mob James said after that, he just goes in. He says how he personally feels. And don't quote me verbatim. Y'all I'll put the link in the description box. Now, Mob James is going to go in and he's going to be like, nah, my nigga, it ain't him. And it ain't up to Charleston White to be saying who's doing what because you misleading the youth. You going wild out here. And Charleston White is going to stand 10 toes down and let it be known, like, say, man, I've been living this. I've been doing this, and I mean it. Gangs don't bring nothing productive to the community. They don't do shit out here, bruh. Charleston White gonna get in his feelings too, and as any man should. Getting in your feelings don't mean you weak, bruh. If it don't come from your personal feelings, bro, I don't want that fake beef patty you selling to me, Sharif. I want the real deal, gang. So don't bring me no fake flip-flop things over there, bro. I want the real deal. That's it. That's it. Nothing else need to be explained, bruh. So let's fast forward today. You looking at the show, and you see the whole situation in its entirety. You got to make a decision, right? Are we going to pick a side in this spectrum? I think you guys should. A debate like that should have us picking a side so we can see where people's minds are. I'm not going to pick a side because I seen what it was. I think miscommunication where Charleston White got his style, Mob James got his style. I personally don't think Charleston White meant no negative energy towards Mob James. I think Charleston White know Mob James does what he got to do for the youth out here. Mob James just being on the radio alone can change a young gangbanger's mind because you're going to be like Monkey Man and all these folks in the old Tupac, Suge Knight, Death Row era, and you're going to realize who Mob James is. You're going to be like, damn, this dude is like somebody's uncle now, spitting real game, changing life. You know what I mean? You ain't going to get mad at this nigga, bruh. He really wants that vibe, bruh. Now you're going to see a lot of things fall back from it. You know what I mean? We need to look at a particular mode. The particular mode is who's doing the fake go get along. You want these two brothers to beef? I see two dudes who's doing something good for the community to bring about change, my nigga. Because when you get in a passionate debate like that, it sparks debates everywhere, bruh. It sparks conversations where motherfuckers be sweeping this shit under the rug. Am I lying? I do a video like that, I might get a little couple of thousands. But if I said Mob James and whatchamacallit tried to off each other, oh, we'll get millions of views, bruh. There's a problem here now, bruh. I don't see it as nobody punking each other in this situation. Now, Mob James said he's not intended to get involved in any situation where he's not intended on to win. And people was using that to say Charleston White got punked and left. I don't think he left. He stood up and stayed there. He was talking as well. I think the camera dropped when he stood up. If you see it, Charleston White liked to record everything. The audio still was going on. We still heard everything going on. There ain't nobody ran away from each other. Mob James is a grown man who been through shit. Allegedly done laid folks in them down. I mean, sleep bedtime type ish. Y'all put two and two together. I can't say because we on YouTube, gang. Go to my Instagram or my join my membership if you want to see them other videos where I really go brazy. But right now, Mob James is standing on his 10 toes to like, hold on, gang. I don't feel all gang members are bad or whatever. We do this or whatever. And some might say Mob James is stuck in his ways. Because Mob James also, I feel personally, he got to understand, look, Mob, if you're going to say you did change, you don't rep the Bloods no more. You done cried for your brother Buntry. It made me a little emotional for you, gang. I still got all my bros in them here. Thank you to God I knocked on wood. I hope it continues going like that. You done cried on Vlad TV for your brother Buntry, bruh. I'ma just be honest with you, bruh. You done did all that, so some of your ego shouldn't get in the way to what Charleston White's saying in a sense where, you know what I mean? You know what he means when he say the gang shit. You shouldn't be in your feelings when he say all gang members. And I know Charleston White mean the gang members still doing the dumb shit that's going out here. He don't mean you dudes who are activists and for years you got countless works changing lives of the youth. By you getting in your feelings, bruh, I feel like it applied to you. I feel like you might still have ways or bros in them you love that do some of the things that Charleston White talking about, and it made you get in your feelings. And with Charleston White, I think Charleston White felt like you was backing him in the corner, like, in a sense, kind of like punking the dude. Kind of like you mobbing up now. You showing who you really are. I'm Mob James. God damn it. You ain't going to just be saying all gang members. And that's the way Charleston White took it. You know, I ain't going to say he got the Napoleon complex. I know which type of smaller dudes got the Napoleon complex. I will say Charleston White feel like dudes will play with him because they're going to count him out. They're going to look at he's kind of small. But he feel like he got a lion heart. He gonna let it be shown. So what Charleston White was doing was roaring. What Mob James was doing was roaring. It was two lions. You know, you got two aggressive alphas. They're in the same vicinity of each other. A lot of times you're gonna get in these type of debates. Debates where it look like we about to get in the fight. And sometimes we educational purpose, we do get in the fight. But it ain't the end all be all. Nah, it's just a situation. Two men can handle it. I guarantee you they're going to still be cool with each other. And if they not, it's a sad loss because a miscommunication like that shouldn't go bigger outside the boundaries of what it is. It should stay in the confinements of y'all talking about gangs ain't being shit or whatnot. It shouldn't be now as a man, I ain't cool with you no more. Now I don't want to rock with you no more. That's getting out of hand, gang. You should stick to the code of what both of y'all doing. Both men are needed in the communities, bro. Because no disrespect to Charleston White, although he was a gang member or whatnot, allegedly, and he's not that no more, Mob James represent everything wrong in the communities, but at the same time, Mob James represent everything that's good. Meaning that Mob James used to be the nightmares in our so-called neighborhoods for people who look like you and me. He was a nightmare. Let's just say what it is. I ain't gonna dance around that shit. He was causing all type of PTSDs for civilians and for allegedly other bangers out there. But then something happened in his life that urgently forced him to do good for the better, wrong or right. So now Mob James represents everything good with us. You can look at a darkness and you put that light on that hope, man, oh man, it's some of the best things for you and my generation and our kids, bro. So I can see what Mob James and where he was coming from. But at the same time, I ain't going to hold you. You need the energy of Charleston White because I think we need a medicine that makes us uncomfortable. If Charleston White takes the Mob James approach, it's going to be cliche. It's like fucking typical, bro. Like, no disrespect to Mob James. We done seen the millions of you type of niggas who done been bad. And then when you get old age, that's when you change. Nah, what Charleston White is trying to do is make y'all preach like Mob James, not at an old age, at a young age, at a youth, 9, 10, 15, shit like that, bruh. And I feel like that's needed. Like, no disrespect to Mob James, you're needed, but I don't want to keep waiting more for folks in them to wait till they old as hell, bro, damn near gone, to be like, oh, now I need to make a change. Like, come on, bro, after you did all the wild shit out here, sometimes that's like, it's unfair, bro. You got to sit back and just take the criticism. You know what I mean? Just fall back and understand you done did enough dirt where you can't be getting weak and emotional like that, because Mob James did get emotional. Whether y'all picking a side or not, y'all reserve the right to, but you can't argue with me on that. Mob James was in his feelings, and you should be in your feelings. But he also got emotional, and that's where I don't applaud, because emotionals get people dead, bro. And you was too emotional, bro. You can be in your feelings. You should be in your feelings about the activist thing and all that and how gangs change. But emotional, where now you taking it somewhere else, that's kind of wild, bro. You say you ain't this no more. Stick away from that. That's my only criticism. Other than that, I rock with Mob James. I rock with Charleston White. If you know better, you would do better. So I say to both of them, bro, just be better men. And you guys are better men already. Sometimes y'all better than me. Some days I'm better than y'all. We need each other to keep building each other up is the best I could say to this, man. Look, hit that like button, hit that notification. But, bro, if you like what you heard today, my nigga, quit just being an F-boy your whole life. Nah, I ain't gonna hit that like. Nah, bro, but like, just hit that like button, my nigga. You donate money every day, and all I ask and employ y'all for is a goddamn like, my nigga. Don't be an F-boy your whole life. Support and rock out. When I watch the NBA draft, the NFL draft, I don't hate on the next man. I promise you, I get happy for that mama, that father, that little brother, whatever. I'm like, their whole life has changed. So change a nigga life today by just being positive, my nigga. Hit a like button right quick. I ain't asking you to kumbaya and let's hold hands and heal the world, but part of the healing the world is starting somewhere, right? So start with that fucking like button right quick. Share this video, gang. I'm your God bless one. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed, gang.